Blanch it, peel it, blend it till it's smooth and glossy. Spank your tomato, spank it till it's saucy. Cook it long and cook it hot, do the spanking thing. The more you spank the tomato, the more your body sings. Spank that tomato, spank that tomato, spank that tomato. Record.
Welcome to Spank the Tomato. Every Wednesday, we're going to teach you how to cook outside the box. Go. What's that?
I'm salsa and she's spicy.
Okay, go ahead.
Why are we doing this? Because we love to cook together and spend time in the kitchen.
So here we're prepping the tomatoes. We're getting them nice and clean, scoring the bottoms of them in an X pattern like we showed you at the beginning of the video. Dropping them in water hot water for 2 to 3 minutes, get the skin loosened up. And then you want to take them out and dump them in. If you're doing a small batch, cold water is fine. If you're doing large batches, actually add ice to the water. It just shocks the tomatoes and makes it a lot easier for the skin to peel off. See how it's coming right off there? Something that is driving salsa nuts, besides my mess when I dump the tomatoes in, is the fact that we are actually cutting like in our hands and stuff instead of on a cutting board. So our warning to y'all at home is, unless you really know what you're doing and you've been doing this for a long time, please use a cutting board. We've probably processed close to 1,000 pounds of tomatoes over the years, so we're pretty comfortable doing this. Haven't cut myself in a really long time. So you can see them going into the blender there. They blend best if there's a lot of juice at the bottom. So I'm actually just squeezing the shit out of them with my hand in the blender. Also, disclaimer here, recommend unplugging the blender before you stick your hand in there. Blend it as much as you want. If you like chunky sauce, just don't blend it as long. We like ours pretty smooth because we like to use it for many different applications. So when you're done blending it, dump it in your slow cooker or your pot on the stove. Once you add your spices, you're going to want to get it bubbling pretty good. Then turn it down to simmer for 6 hours to overnight. 15 minutes before you pull it, add your molasses, and then you're ready to can it up. It's good in the fridge for about a month. We'd like your support. Click like.
Spank the subscribe button.
Smack the bell.
Comment so we can get to know you. Alright, for our ingredients for the salsa, we've got sweet onion, some cherry tomatoes right out of the garden, some cilantro, some sweet peppers, jalapeno and a cayenne pepper, and then a lime to kind of counter that pepper, which goes very well with Mexican cooking. Salt and pepper to taste after you're done chopping everything up and mixing it. And we got a bowl, a sharp Forstner knife, and a cutting surface. And here we go. Got about 4 different kinds of cherry tomatoes from the garden. They're sweet and they make a great salsa. You can use any kind of tomatoes you'd like. So we'll just chop them up real fine from a couple different directions. Get them in the nice small pieces. And yeah, they're going to make a little bit of a mess. Keep a towel handy. And there we've chopped it several times. Got it down to the size you like. If some people use a blender, if you want a really smooth salsa, you can just throw it in the blender. I like it chopped. And in the bowl with that.
and on to the rest of the ingredients. One thing I did learn about the peppers is wash your hands thoroughly after taking the seeds out of the middle of the pepper. You throw that out unless you want it super hot, and then wash your hands really good. You might wash them where they say with a lime juice can help. So if you do rub your eyes or touch your skin, it burns. For the onion, I like to use a sweet onion when possible. If it's not in season, then just get the nicest one you can find. Peel off the outer layer and chop away. And it helps to have a good sharp knife. Been making this salsa now for about 23 years. It's been tested on the neighbors. We all really like it. Keeping your fingers out of the way, of course. Alright, so we've got everything chopped up. We've squeezed in our lime. We've got some sauce that we showed there with a blended tomato sauce, and some with just my basic chopped batch.
Blanch it, peel it, blend it till it's smooth and glossy. Spank your tomato, spank it till it's saucy. Cook it long and cook it hot, do the spanking thing. The more you spank the tomato, the more your body sings. Spank that tomato, spank that tomato, spank that tomato.
Okay. Where are we at? Which was we doing? Spank, subscribe?
Okay. Get close like you actually like me.
Aww.
Yeah. Just remember to. Okay.
Up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. We'd like a little support. Nope. Nope. Put it back down. I do the first two.